Hi, I'm Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper. How are you? I want to talk to you about a subject that many of you are dealing with. You're dealing with the narcissists and their families. That can be very alarming, especially for those of you who have not dealt with a narcissist before, and the narcissist finally introduce you to their family. Reasons the narcissist introduce you to their family. The narcissist knows their family. If the narcissist is the golden child, the narcissist will lead you to their family because they know their family will always take their sides, and their family know the regiment because the narcissists a lot of times have brought many people to their family for control elements. A lot of times there is a lead narcissist above the son or daughter narcissist. It may be a mother or father or both. And so when they have families that are narcissists and they bring the person to introduce them to their family, they know the narcissist knows the regiment. There's going to be a love bombing of introduction into the family. The family going to pull you, make you feel welcome, make you feel like you are just so special. And as they get to be with you, they're going to gain more control, more momentum. You're with the narcissist son, the narcissist daughter, but now you're with the narcissist parent or parent, whoever is the controller. And they start biting at you by slow devaluation, making you feel that you're not enough, making you feel like you need to win their favor, making you feel like you're not good enough. And when you try to figure this out, the narcissist comes in as they are devaluating. They comes in with a love bombing. So the devaluation with the love bombing is causing you confusion. And this called trauma bonding because there's so much confusion. You don't know to leave because you got one side loving you while you got the other side devaluating you. And then once you pick up the devaluation from the family comes in with a love bombing. And they are skilled at this oftentimes. They've done this over and over and over and over. They know how to bring your emotions, pull your emotions, pull the devaluation, pull the confusion, and after a while, it's an all-out assault on your character. And then you wondering what you did, and they're blaming you for stuff you don't even know, and you trying to figure out what you did so you won't do it anymore. And then they back up off of the accusation. It is just confusing. And then when you go to talk to the mom or dad about something about their son, they will say, well, our son usually don't do that unless they've been wrong. Or our daughter don't usually do that unless they've been wrong. Or they'll say, I'll talk to my son, especially as the mom trying to win perks. She goes against the son. She goes against the daughter to make you feel like she's on your side. And then she go back to the son and to tell the son against you. So they play both sides. And this is why it's very alarming when you meet the narcissist family and they gang upon you with their behavior because they're so used to it. The son done brought so many supply, and they're not bringing supply because they care about their supply. They're bringing supply because they need the help of their family to gain momentum and control and to break them down, especially now when the narcissist has upped their game and they're doing things quicker, they're doing things faster, they're doing things harder. They're deteriorating you on a harder scale. They're going hard because there's too much information of exposure to them, and not only them, the family. They have made the supply aware of the family. That's why soon I'm going to do a video, the thoroughbred supply, because the thoroughbred supply, they get caught in the narcissist grip, but they don't stay there. And the narcissists know when they got a thoroughbred, that thoroughbred is not going to last with the narcissist because they're not going to put up with half the stuff that the narcissist is doing. So the narcissists know they got to move in quick. They got to go for the joke. juggler. They have to go for the kill. And what they get, they have to get quickly. If it's money they after, they have to get it. If it's sex they after, they have to get it. Nowadays, they got a regiment. You got to sleep with the supply within 7 days. Don't wait beyond 7 days to sleep with them. So you got to win them over. You got to make them trust you. You got to move real quickly. And you got to literally blow their mind out. You got to mesmerize them. You have 7 to 14 days. It used to be 3 months. You got 7 to 14 days to hit it and quit it, or to hit it and bring them under your control. So the narcissist takes them to the family, and the family are the dogs that go after the prey. And you start feeling that you, especially when they know that your family has defaulted. Oh, they make you feel like they're loving. You got to remember they're great mirrors. They're great imitators. They emulate what you desire. They emulate what you crave. That's why these files are built on a lot of information. And you think they're so attentive. Honey, it's not being attentive. It's not attention only. It's getting information to lock in those files so you can get a regimen of how to win that specimen over, how to win that supply over, how to subdue that supply. And you got to do it quickly. You got to paralyze them so they can't move, especially when they're primer supply. Primer supply are going to always take more time than a regular supply because they're long term. So you have to put into them the keeping element, the enduring element. And then you have to they got to be stronger. Primer supply usually got to be thoroughbred supply or strong supply, because a weak supply won't last the trauma. I mean, they fade out. They'll lose their minds. They lose their wills. They're crying. They're immobilized easy. So different prey for different situation. He wants that weak prey when he needs a quick surge of energy, when he needs a quick surge of that's going to catapult him to his true mission. He will use an interception to get that true mission done, because his true mission is the primer supply. The primer supply is going to secure him. It'll rest him or her, and they don't have to be concerned about things. They always got a trump card. So they always want that primer supply, where their family secure that primer supply. They feed them. They adore them. They're whining and dining them. But the torture of these families is vicious. And based on the caliber of these families, whether they're malignant, whether they are covert, whether they are, what do you call it? Cerebral. It depends on the caliber of the family as the treatment you get, because some treatment can be downright dangerous in the family if they see you as a threat. Families, narcissist family, don't do good with threats. They don't do good at all. They eliminate threats, because threats are the potential of a narcissistic injury. And they can't stand to be injured. They can't stand to be rejected. They can't stand to be abandoned. So the family goes in like the kill. It's like a school of piranhas. You throw things into that water, that piranha will eat it down, including the bones, where there would be no evidence. Some people have got into the narcissist family and there was no evidence of their existence emotionally, psychologically, socially, financially. They went to total devastation and total ruin. The narcissist families is filled with strategies. They are filled with intent. Everybody that is introduced to the narcissist family, there is an intent for that supply. And based on the endurance or what that narcissist told them, they know the caliber of that supply. They know the kind of pressure to put on them, whether they want to wipe them out. Sometimes the narcissist may bring something the mother doesn't approve. She want to wipe it out. So she gets the family, and that gang hauls themselves together, and they wipe out that supply. That supply go running, but they devastate it before it runs. They just don't make it leave. They devastate it. They leave their mark, because every mark that they leave on the supply as a family is another notch in that belt, and they walk around with pride. So they pride themselves in the devastation and the ruining of someone's life. So when you meet a narcissist, know their family, and when their family is vicious, you are in for the ride of your life. And sometimes watch the narcissist that uses the family for their own means. And there are some narcissists that will only introduce primal supply. And you got to remember the supreme supply or the main supply has to be broken down more than other supply, because they got long-term expectation from the narcissist, economically, socially, and they will even marry them, have kids, so they can tie them down for many, many years. Even if they leave, the narcissist is still there, because the narcissists have rights with the children. So the narcissist wants you to get pregnant quick. They want to marry quick. You can be with a narcissist a week, 2 weeks, a month, and they ready to get married. I love you. I never had nobody like you. And they marry you, but the family is an intricate part. The mother is just coercing you to marry the narcissist, and the sisters are all in telling you how wonderful you are. And then after you marry him, you're just like a disease. You wonder what happened. They fulfilled their mission, and that's when all hell break loose. This is a video about the narcissist and their family. Pray that it helped you out. Make sure you write me destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. I got a conference coming up August 14th, 11th through the 14th in Chicago, Illinois. And I want you to make sure that you join me. It is Destiny Helper, destinyhelper.ticketlead.com. All of the information you need there. You can make your payments. Of course, you will be responsible for your own plane ticket to Chicago. And unfortunately, we are in the Sonesta, beautiful hotel. The food is going to be marvelously good, and all of the speakers going to be awesome. And that night we will have a table where we talk about narcissists, and you will have an opportunity to voice your story, to tell your story, to tell what happened, to talk to them as a thriver more than a survivor. I want you to join me, Chicago, in August 11th through the 14th, destinyhelper.ticketlead.com. Make sure you join us. Or you can write me at destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. destinyhelper12s@gmail.com. I pray that this video was a blessing to you. I want you to continue to write me and ask your question. It is an honor and a privilege to answer them. I'm Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper. See you on the next video.